Hi everyone, it's me Ryan here, and today we'll be taking a look at this. Right here is Kingjoy's VT-2500 tripod. It's quite a decent tripod with a fluid head and quite sturdy construction, I would say. So for this $117, how good is it? Let's find out. What do you get at this tripod? Well, it's quite simple. All you get is a bag with the tripod inside, and then some instructional manuals. That's all. 4 specifications of this tripod. It's a quick release plate that's suitable for 1 1/4 and 3/8 camera screws, 3 sections of the tripod for height adjustment, 68.5 cm to 152 cm, non-slip nail footings for loose ground such as sand, and use of metal alloy metals for the legs and overall construction of this. It also supports a max load of 8 kg for the fluid head and has a dampening support of 90 plus degrees to -75. And a 360 degree smooth shooting. That means the entire head can spin 360 degrees. The head is also removable with a diameter of 60 mm. For the setup of the tripod, it's quite simple. I'm just going to show you guys the process through my past self. So after my past self. Alright, so here we have the Kingjoy tripod. So when you first get it, when you buy it off Lazada, it comes like this. Or let's say you bring it outside, then you can package it, it will come like this. It comes with a carry-on bag, as you can see. Very useful, so you can just put it in your arm or just carry it like this wherever you go. So first, as per usual, there's just a strap. Put it on the floor, open up the strap. It's nice and padded. I like it, there's a bit of padding here. I would like to see a bit more so that maybe, let's say you do drop this thing, it doesn't damage the tripod. Other than that, the first thing you need to do is open up the arm. So you can see the arm is over here. Just need to loosen this. So once you have loosened it, there's a bit so that make sure the teeth doesn't just rub against that. You're going to destroy this teeth. Push it out, then bring it up about here to wherever you're comfortable and lock. The next step is to go down here. As you can see, there's this lock over here. You just need to open this. Also the legs will come like screwed in like this. This is ideal for, let's say you are shooting an area where there's dirt on the ground. So this can lock into the dirt, then the tripod won't move about. If you are say on a normal floor like that, you don't really want this as this will give you very little grip in the ground. So you just open up this rubber feet until the max and that'll be good. So now you have unlatched this, just pull it out. Then you can move the bag away. Then open it up like this. 2 forms of height adjustment. One at the bottom here, first layer, second layer up here. So you have 2. So let's say you've adjusted it. Let's say I want about this height up to my waist. So I'll just bring it up. About this height over here, lock. So the next step to setting up this tripod is you come over here. There's this sort of like measurement thing over here. So this screw you can unscrew here, just unscrew it. Then now the entire ball head is moving. So just line it up as best as you can and then screw it in. This is one of the downsides about this style of video tripod is that you must do this every single time you do a height adjustment or you change location, because the locations aren't always going to be flat. So with that, you mostly set it up completely. Just need to release this onto here. As you can see, I can't really unscrew this. So they already thought of it, which is quite nice. You just need to pull it out, then you can unscrew it some more. Very useful feature. So if you have a slider over here, you can still unscrew this plate to change. Safety mechanism here, so this can be a lifesaver. Let's say you have a camera over here, then you forget that you didn't tighten this. Let's say you have a camera here, you can see it locks and prevents it from coming out unless you use a lot of force to tighten this when you have a camera on here. If you want to release it, push this, comes out. There's 2 adjustments for this diameter and there's another bigger diameter over here. I did remove it already. That's for, let's say, a bigger camera that requires a bigger diameter. But the stability of this tripod is actually quite good, with a max weight of 2.9 kg and the max length of 75 cm when folded up. It's actually quite decent. Some more, there's a bag that's provided, which is something like this right here with the name Kingjoy in it. It's quite decent. It's a padded so it doesn't scratch the tripod when you bring it around, and you have carry handles too. Very useful. Generally, this tripod is paired well with a slider. Yes, this is a bit of a short slider, but it's still quite effective with this style of tripod. As the overall build quality of the tripod, make sure that this thing doesn't like rotate over on, let's say you have a ball head. Let's say you connect this to a ball head on the tripod, you'll always move it around as the weight of the camera and the resistance of the rails will cause it to move the head. In that case, you can't get a proper shot. So generally this type of tripods are a lot better. The only thing you want to take note of when using one of these with the tripod is that when the legs of the tripod is fully extended, you might want to support the legs, as sometimes you can make it tip over really easily. Just be careful of that. I find it quite amazing that you can get a tripod with a fluid head for this $117, and plus it's upgradable. Upgradability in the sense that you can swap out the head for a different type of head in the future if you say you can afford one with better quality or more features. Another interesting feature is that the head has support for left-handers, so you can move the panning arm to the left side for left-handers. You might wonder to yourself, why get such a beefy tripod that costs above $100 when there's cheap tripods out there for under $70 or $60? Well, if you say you're doing videography and you're using tripods and gimbals, you don't really want to risk having a tripod that will fail and then make your gear drop on the ground, which in this case will cost a lot more to repair. So I recommend that you all not to skimp on the tripod and get something that's reliable and will not fail under heavy loads. This is quite a decent budget tripod. If you're looking for something that's sturdy enough for gimbals to be placed on it or sliders and will not move around too much. It is also good enough to support heavy lenses such as a 400mm to 300mm lens if you're doing bird watching and you need some steady movements with the fluid head. Generally the build quality on this is quite good, and you won't get any issues with those type of tripods that are just made for photography, as it doesn't have the weak point where the center shaft can just break. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below. And with that, peace out.